Is Keke someone that you would love to have join you permanently on The Real?
She's that young, fresh, fearless girl that we really, really love. And, the viewers learn so much. They love when she comes on. When you get unemployed, Keke, call us.
It's a treat for people like me who love watching you on The Real. How are things going still taping The Real at home?
It's been a blessing. I mean, to be able to still work has been a blessing because we just decided as a TV show just to stay at home. We're all in each other's homes, and I'm like, I got the lights. I'm like Loni Love Studios. I think now that the show has actually changed because now we have really more meaningful to me conversations. Is you can't rely on, okay, maybe I can do this or I can do something physical. You really have to have deep topics, deep conversations to keep people's attention. Beginning of the season was election season. So we were having Kamala Harris and Elizabeth Warren on and having those type of conversations. But we were also having, relationships and funny conversations. So the show has changed, but it has actually gotten better.
So you've had no shortage of incredible guests join you throughout the years. You had Keke Palmer on, I believe it was last week.
Yes, we love Keke.
I just think it's important to shout each other out and say, hey, I see you. You're doing good. Take it easy on yourself.
I don't know if you ever read the comments, but I started to dissect them. And the overwhelming feeling from the fans was that it felt like she was a castmate. It felt like she was a co-host with you guys, that it's just so natural, the chemistry between the five of you. Do you ever want to get back to the original format of the show with 5 co-hosts? Is Keke someone that you would love to have join you permanently on The Real?
I would love it. The thing is, Keke always working. That's why we can't ever get Keke.
It's Hustlers, Olay. Yeah, she's got her hand in a million.
I'm telling you, Keke stayed working. So if we could ever lock her down, she would definitely, because she's that young, fresh, fearless, girl that we really, really love. And, the viewers learn so much. They love when she comes on, and I love when she comes on too. So when you get unemployed, Keke, call us.
Have you put the buzz in her ear? Is this something that you've talked about?
I always put it in her ear. Listen, there are a lot of people. I'm like, hey, if you ever need, just come on over. Come on over.
Who else? Who else have you said it to?
Oh, I love a lot of people. I love people like Angela Rye. I love anybody like Political. I like to have more mothers on the show because I know we're a diverse show, but I like more Latinas. I like more Asians. New people always keep the conversation fresh. So that's why Garcelle is working out so well right now. I mean, she has so much experience. She's seasoned. Garcelle seasoned. Everybody, please give it up for the wonderful Garcelle Beauvais. Garcelle!
What has it been like having Garcelle join you and the ladies on the show?
She's a good time, and she has the greatest sense of humor. And she's also single right now. So, I like looking out for her. I'm helping her find dudes. Yeah, she is just a full package, and we're just happy to have her.
I want to ask you about one more name that's very special to me, because if Raven-Symoné joined you on The Real alongside Adrienne, it would be my unofficial Cheetah Girls reunion that I've been hoping for and holding out hope for. Is Raven a name that you want to add?
2 seasons ago, we had Raven come on, and it was just so magical seeing her and Adrienne. I would love that. And, she's such a fearless person. Plus the Disney stories, I would love it.
Okay, so you would like to see the show add in a 5th permanent
co-host? As many people as we can fit. Yeah.
50 co-hosts. We'll just have
everybody just come on. Let's just, of course, it's not my show, so I can't, but okay.
Right. Okay, but we will hold out hope. I would love to see Raven or Keke alongside you, because I do agree that they do bring something to the table that's very special and different from what the rest of you bring.
And young, because I'm getting old, so come on.
I do want to ask you, because I know you and Tamera are very close friends. Has it been strange for you to go to work and not have her there next to you?
Oh, yes. I miss her laugh. But the thing is, she ain't going nowhere. She still call me, she bugging me.
She's been on the show.
Yeah, it's like she's never left the show, really. It's just, she's just not on our show. And it was just nice to have her come back and return as a guest. But I do miss her. But don't tell her. Don't tell her I miss her.
I was going to say, Loni, you got to keep it real with me. Are you secretly like trying to convince Tamera to maybe come back? Have you ever said that to her?
I don't think she gonna do that.
So I interviewed Tamera not long ago. We had a really, really lovely conversation, and I loved how she described her life in Napa. She said that being in Napa, working at the winery, she feels, quote, at peace.
I have peace. I have peace because I'm with my family. And my family rejuvenates me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering, have you ever thought about maybe taking a pivot? How will you know when it's time for you to leave the Real and maybe go on to new projects?
This is what I wanted to always do, was to be an entertainer. I mean, I'm a comedian, I'm an author, I'm not a devoted wife and mother. Was never in my plans. And right now, I'm good. I'm like so happy that the show is taking this turn where we are, having the type of guests that are interesting to our viewers. And this is something that I've always wanted to do. So I don't know when I'll leave, but I'm good right now.
The last time we spoke, we talked so much about your memoir. I tried to change so you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
And you were very candid about, why you included everything that played out with Tamar in your book. I don't know if you heard her podcast last week. She said something very interesting.
I heard that network that I was working with at the time would not sign off and allowed me and them girls to fall out in public, almost ruined my whole career, my livelihood, everything that I worked for, and never said one time, didn't say, okay, you're the star of the network. We're going to have a meeting with you. We don't want you to do the show no more. At least give me a heads up. But no, and ain't say nothing and allowed Loni to take the fall, Adrienne, Jeannie, Tamera, and myself. And we up here battling and fight as black girls, and they don't care.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. So that's, wow. I mean, I don't know how much of that is true. I just feel bad because I know that I didn't have anything to do with it. And so that's I think that's what I said in my book. So, I hope that she finds some closure. And like I said, I try to, be there for her, but I just want to make sure that I don't trigger her.
Do you have any message you want to send her?
Take care of your mental health, girl. That's the most important thing.
You're hosting the Salt-N-Pepa documentary special. Tell me why you wanted to be a part of it. Are you a huge Salt-N-Pepa fan?
I've been a Salt-N-Pepa fan since they started in 1985. I mean, they used to have the asymmetric haircut. I went and got the asymmetric haircut. And what I love about this movie is that it tells you everything from the beginning all the way. Their whole journey is covered. To be Grammy-winning hip-hop female artists, that's something that we don't see even today. And so they have stood the test of time. I mean, who didn't love Push It? Push it.
You're back on Drag Race. You're guest judging on this season.
Everybody say Loni Love! Loni Love!
What is it about Drag Race that you seem to really love so much?
When you see the queens and you hear their stories, you're like, oh, wow. And that's what really makes it relatable. Plus, it's the fashion, it's the glamour, it's the clapbacks, honey. I'm like, they have the best clapbacks ever.
As a judge, what immediately wins you over and what immediately turns you off?
A fly outfit. I'm like, they nip and tuck and they do all kind of things. I'm like, cause I get, I actually get suggestions now, I'm getting tips cause I'm like, whoa, that wig really does look good. Can I afford it? What makes me not want to give a good score is if they're not being themselves. Cause see, just because it's drag, you're transforming, but you gotta show something that makes it stand out, but it has to also be authentically you.
But who do you think is most likely to find themselves in the top 3 this season?
Oh gosh. I think it would be Rose, Tina Burner. I think Got Mick would do it too.
Do you have a favorite holiday?
Yes, Rue, Valentine's Day, because I can get some roses and some candy, and I get some, yeah.